Medical cannabis is legal in the UK, so why isn't anyone getting it? Speaking of not getting it, one delivery driver's legal trouble shows law enforcement is still struggling with hemp versus cannabis. And sticking with the legal theme, we have news that seizures of illicit cannabis are down. It's Tuesday, July 7th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up today, news that although medical cannabis in the UK is now legal, the National Health Service has yet to actually prescribe it. Why is that? The United Kingdom lifted strict cannabis scheduling after 2 children in Commonwealth found refuge from debilitating seizures with cannabis-based medicines. Since medical legalization, however, there has been no new government-funded National Health Services medical cannabis prescriptions, The Guardian reports. Medical cannabis in the UK is not as easy to come by as we are used to here in the States. Cannabis is classified as a Schedule II drug, and medical use is permitted for exceptional clinical need. The medicine must also be prescribed by a specialist consultant. Furthermore, NHS guidance does not allow cannabis prescriptions without clear published evidence of its benefit and proof that other treatments have been exhausted. That part about the published evidence is an issue worldwide because, of course, without legal access to premium cannabis, research on the medicinal benefits of cannabis consumption or inhalation remains sparse. A spokesperson for the Department of Health and Social Care said 9 months ago that officials are urgently working with the health system, industry, and researchers to improve the evidence base to provide clinicians with further support and guidance on prescribing where clinically appropriate.
Next, a hemp delivery driver pleads guilty in a plea deal on related charges in a transportation case. A hemp delivery man who was charged with drug crimes in South Dakota after a 2019 traffic stop has agreed to fines and probation on related charges. His plea agreement comes even after officials dismissed accusations that the 300 pounds of hemp he was driving to Colorado and Minnesota was illegal THC-containing cannabis. The driver pleaded guilty last week to ingesting both cannabis and cocaine, which were smaller charges that resulted from drug tests he was given after being pulled over last August and accused of shipping high THC cannabis, the Rapid City Journal reported. He was not accused of being impaired while driving, and the charges related to the hemp he was carrying were dropped. The case underscores the challenges of transporting legal hemp. While the 2018 Farm Bill legalized hemp and guaranteed interstate commerce, the law gave states no assistance to distinguish legal hemp from illicit material, posing challenges to law enforcement. The South Dakota truckload tested positive for cannabis with the technology they had available, though it met the legal definition of hemp.
And last up today, a new report shows illicit cannabis seizures have plummeted as legalization in North America progresses. The 2020 World Drug Report published by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime reveals that cannabis remains the controlled drug with the most global widespread use. It was estimated in the report at 192 million users globally. Cannabis still represents more than half of all drug law offenses cases in the 2014 to 2018 period. However, global seizures of cannabis fell to their lowest level in 2 decades in 2018, driven by the emergence of regulated markets in North America, where seizures have fallen by 84% in the last 10 years. However, Africa, Asia, and South America saw a rise in police seizures over that period. In 2019, 2.2% of all federal convictions in the U.S. were drug cases with cannabis as the primary drug type. The Last Prisoner Project estimates that 40,000 prisoners in the U.S. are still currently serving time for cannabis-related crimes. In England and Wales, where cannabis remains illegal except for medical purposes, cannabis possession represented 19% of all 2017 offenses. Proponents of cannabis legalization argue it is in the best interest of law enforcement, pointing out that it frees up resources that could be dedicated to more pressing matters. They also suggest allowing the taxation of large portions of the underground economy to fund reintegration and social equality programs. What say you? Sound off on this story on TRICHOMES.com.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals, visit TRICHOMES.com.
And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps others find the show. You can also keep up with Trichomes on all social media platforms and the Trichomes YouTube channel. For trichomes.com, I'm David Fortin.
And I'm Allison Ben Yehuda. Take care and come back again tomorrow.